Today on a very special episode of The Stupicide.
Mental illness, bullying, privilege, entitlement, lack of compassion. That's my TLDR for this. Sound check. Hey all you awesome viewers, I am the fun guy, who is actually a fungus, and this is The Stupicide. For those of you that don't know, there's been this viral video going around of the Victoria's Secret Karen having a mental breakdown. It's a lot to unpack, and we don't have full context of everything, but by watching it, you can pick up some pretty strong things, you know? Some pretty apparent things. I'm going to start at the beginning from what I remember watching in the video. If you watch this video, a little bit of a trigger warning, because I actually have breakdowns or have had breakdowns that were very similar in the past. It did kind of trigger shit for me. Like, it gave me a lot of anxiety. Like, a lot of anxiety just to watch. And I didn't watch it on my own. I watched DylanBurnsTV watch it. He had a pretty good assessment on it, although there were a few things he did that I thought he did poorly, and said poorly, and kind of missed a little bit. It made me think about how I feel when I have an episode similar to that, and just seeing the parallel, it's like, it's literally just seeing someone go through the same thing that I go through sometimes. And to see people be like, oh yeah, she's faking it, she's exaggerating it, oh look at that, she put her hand down on the floor to catch her weight and then she fell down, that's performative, she's lying. Come on, have some freaking sympathy. Yeah, she might be a bad person, I don't know that. We don't have the context for that. She did show signs that maybe she was entitled or possibly racially biased. That's not what I want to discuss. The video starts with this woman recording. Just for context, I will say that it was a black woman recording. That is very important to know in these circumstances, because some of the motives may be racially biased. Some of the motives are definitely fucking racially biased. The fucking cops were absolutely useless in this video. Useless. Yeah, so it opens with her recording, and the first thing you see is the Karen basically approach her with her hand up like this and swipe at her. But when that happens, the camera is facing away from her, so you don't get to see what happens. And honestly, later on, when the woman recording goes over the police report, well, actually, no, it was before the police report. When the woman was talking to the police, she did not say that she got hit. She said she almost got hit, which leads me to believe that she may have been lying about that initial hit. I think maybe the Karen went up to her like she was going to hit her, but didn't, or maybe even swung and missed. So there is some dishonesty on both sides here. Okay, there are certain implications when it comes to calling the cops on a person of color and calling the cops on a mentally ill person who is having an outburst. They tend to arrive at around the same conclusion, although there probably is, like, if you are a person of color and also having an emotional or mental outburst, like, those odds go dramatically up. But the cops didn't even try to help. The cops didn't even try to help. This is what the cops did. I don't fucking know. I can't kick her out of the mall. Basically, so the lady has the phone on her the whole time, which I completely understand. She took out her phone because there was an instance where she may have felt like her safety was threatened, or she may have been in a position where she would need, you know, video footage backing up her point of view. I completely understand that. I get that. We don't know what happened before it got turned on, and before she went to go hit. Now, I did say that seeing this made me feel like it was very, very, very similar to what I go through sometimes. I have had breakdowns where I shut down. I cannot think. Everything is just despair and doom and just mental anguish, to the point where, like, it's like someone's taking your mind and just, like, twisting it around. It's like the pain of a broken leg in your mind, and it's not physical pain. It's so hard to describe. It's literally mental torment. And usually during these points I scream. I can't think of how to let it out. I scream. Like, when I'm done with it, my throat is so raw and scratchy. Like, I have problems with it for days. And I'm talking about, like, my worst episodes that I've had. They're very rare, but when they do happen, they can be very intense, and I've had some very intense ones. When I'm having this type of episode, I get, like, a lot of self-defeatist thoughts. I get my mind starts attacking me, you know? It starts bullying me. Another way that I lash out, other than just screaming, is becoming physical. I don't hurt people, I don't attack people, I don't go after other people. What I do is internal. It's toward myself. You know, I'll hit my head. You know, sometimes I'll punch myself in the face. I'll slam my head against the wall. I'll punch the wall. Maybe I'll try to find a beam in the wall and punch that directly, because it's the hardest thing, and I know it might break my hand. Like, you do crazy, fucked up, violent things sometimes, and you can't control it. Ripped my hair out of my head before. Just in this position. In this position, do you know how many times I've been in this position? Right here. On the ground. Huddled. Like that. Hiding from everything. I think the difference here is whatever type of mental breakdown she's having, I think when she has these episodes, she is more prone to lash out emotionally and physically towards other people, as opposed to what I do, which is more directed on myself. Can that stem from a feeling of entitlement? Possibly. You know, entitlement is usually what? It's usually learned from your parents, right? It's from your upbringing. I mean, that's what mental health is from too, right? And anything could have started this. The person recording was egging her on the entire time. Do you see this? Oh my god! I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. You're an adult. Why are you acting like this? All shit I've heard. In fact, the only thing I didn't fucking hear from her was, why are you crying? Stop crying. Why are you crying? Stop crying! What's wrong with you? There's so many different ways that you can take this. I'm not saying one person is more right or wrong than the other. Like, you could say, are you okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do anything to upset you. Unless maybe she started it. You know, the person having the breakdown could have started it. We don't know that. It could have started with the person recording insulting her or something. It could have started with the person having the breakdown, you know, whispering something racist to her. Like, she only made things worse when it could have calmed down. Yeah, absolutely. She absolutely 100% exasperated it. You know, we need more sympathy for people with mental health issues. And hey, we don't know. Maybe the reason why she was bullying the person having a breakdown is because she has mental health issues. We don't know this. Meanwhile, I forget exactly what happened, but the next big thing that happened is she goes from the fetal position to kind of like standing hunched over and reaches towards the ground. Now, Dylan made a huge deal out of this, just straight out saying that it was performative and just absolutely dismissing any possibility of it being real. So I'll describe it to you. She is hunched over. She holds her arms down towards the floor. Hold on, down towards the floor. Her purse in one hand. She goes down. She has her purse in this hand. She puts her hand down on the purse that's there. The purse slips out from under her, and then she falls down. Lets herself fall down. And puts the purse, like, under her head. I get, yeah, that does look a little performative, but I've been in this situation before as well. You are just so zombified and emotionally drained and tortured, you cannot even support your own body weight, and the only thing you think of at this point is just, I need to lie down. I need to lie down. I need to get on the ground and lie down and just close my eyes and just, that's it. I'm not saying she passed out. I'm not saying she pretended to pass out. If it's a little performative, I will chalk that up to, okay, yeah, sometimes when you have an emotional outburst, you're going to exaggerate things a little bit, okay? Not all the time, but it can happen, and I know sometimes I do that, you know. It still seems real to me. Like, I've still been in this exact situation. The way her body's moving, like, I have done exactly the same thing during an episode. Like, when I see this, I can literally feel how she's feeling. Like, I mean, I can't literally feel how she's feeling, but I project how I feel during these situations onto that, and, you know, it's pretty in line with what I see and what I've experienced. At this time, she goes and she calls for security. I understand that. I understand that she might, you know, fear for her safety a bit, because this person did lash out at her. But again, I feel like it comes down to empathy and understanding towards different mental illness conditions. You know, towards different mental illnesses. And knowing that if someone's having a breakdown, you know, that to know what to do and what not to do. Was she justified in calling security? I would say so. I would say so, but again, I feel like she handled it very poorly. And the whole time she's just screaming, "Please, please stop recording me. Please stop recording me. Please don't record my mental breakdown." And this I understand. I mean, I really do understand, because guess what? She probably has the same fear that the lady recording has. Again, previous point. People with mental illness, when they have emotional outbursts, when they're most emotionally vulnerable and need help and support the most, what happens? They get fucking shot by police or arrested and then thrown in jail, not given the help that they need. She's probably afraid that, you know, she's gonna well, not file a false report, but like try to spin it. You know, she's probably afraid that everyone's gonna think, not even spin it, just assume. She probably thinks that everyone's just assuming that she's just a crazy, violent lunatic. Like, seriously, she's right to not want it to be recorded, also because she doesn't want to be a spectacle. I completely get that too. Every single second of footage got uploaded for everyone to see, and that's super embarrassing. You could just use it as evidence for the police. You never had to put that out on the internet. You did not. You did not. Okay? Essentially, putting this out on the internet for everyone to see, I would say that it's probably tantamount to bullying. Imagine if I had a mental breakdown in public and someone filmed it the entire time because they thought that I was dangerous. Let's say maybe I did hit them, or maybe I like ran after them like I was going to hit them, and I had that rage in my eyes, right? I understand at that point it's my responsibility. It's also an illness, you know, it's something that is incredibly hard to control, especially if you don't have therapy or if you don't have medication. How would I feel if someone documented it the whole time, saying that the reason why they shot it, the reason why they filmed me, is because they fear for their safety and they need evidence, but then released it onto the internet for everyone to see? Then everyone would know my name. She fucking doxed her too. Everyone would know my name. I would probably get death threats. I would probably get bullied from so many people. Haha, you fucking lunatic, go kill yourself, piece of shit. Oh, not to mention all the people that probably think she's racist, which we don't know if she is or not. She might be. I can't believe everyone's just siding with the person that was recording this. And the person having the fucking breakdown and being bullied the whole time is the bad person. She's the Karen. She's performative. She's faking. She's entitled. She's racist. No sympathy. Absolutely no sympathy. It breaks my fucking heart. She gets back up, and she does seem like she's doing a bit better later on. She's still like really under duress, and this is probably the most sus I see her acting, in my opinion, because she's been there a long ass time. Someone already helped her to calm down a bit, and she's still obsessed with getting the cops and not leaving the place. That can be chalked up to entitlement. It could be chalked up to maybe racism. It could be chalked up to maybe spite. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say who was more right, who was more of an asshole. I don't care. Alright? Both of these people handled themselves terribly. And most of it probably is not their fault. Keep in mind, if someone's an asshole, you know, they probably have a reason for it, you know? Some kind of trauma, maybe just a bad day, mental illness, physical pain. You don't know. You don't know what someone's going through, and we need compassion and understanding for everyone, no matter how much of a dick they are.
Hey everyone, thanks again so much for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button, and click on my mushroom face to stay up to date with all my videos. If you didn't like it, go ahead and hit the dislike button. Why not? If you have any suggestions for content or just want to say hi, leave a comment, but keep it classy. That's it for now. See you next time.